So today was an important day because it was Trent Day. And we had many questions such as, is he going to kiss the badge? Is he going to wear the number 6? Which squad number is he going to wear? And we found out about all of that today. So the day started off, he arrived in Madrid, completed his medicals, he then signed his Real Madrid contract, met Florentino Perez, and then he unveiled his squad number, in which his squad number was number 12. So I have to quickly say this. In my previous video about squad numbers, I predicted he would take the number 6 from Camavinga. But you guys in the comment section, many of you guys said that he's gonna take the number 12. Now the thing is, that was the most predictable thing to say, and anyone could have predicted that. And that is exactly what he got. He got the number 12. But there is one major thing that has changed on his shirt, in which for Liverpool, he had Alexander-Arnold at the back of his shirt. But the thing is, on this shirt, it just says Trent. So I found that to be very interesting. But either way, we go on. He then gets presented. They play the video package for him and it's all good. Same thing we see every single presentation. And then Perez goes on stage, goes ahead to say that he's happy to see Trent here at Madrid. He also goes on to say that Liverpool and Real Madrid have a good relationship. And then Trent came up and spoke perfect Spanish. So this one actually caught me off guard. He's an English player, a Scouser, a Liverpool player who has never, well, I'm not going to say he's never been to Spain, but he has no Spanish origin and he spoke perfect Spanish. So that tells you this guy has been learning Spanish for what I'm going to guess has probably been a few years. Could that mean that he was eyeing up this move for years? And if that is true, I think the Liverpool fans might not take too nicely to what is going on. And then Trent went on to go and say he can't wait to show Real Madrid fans what he can do on the pitch. Now listen, that is the most important thing. You have to show what you can do on the pitch, because there's been a lot of doubts. He's a right back, he's a defender, but he can't really defend. This is something I brought up many times in previous videos about Trent. He's very good in attack, but defensively I don't think he's gonna help, or he's gonna be even better than Lucas Vazquez. And then he went on to say he's ready to play in the Club World Cup, which that is good. Real Madrid paid 10 million for him to play in the Club World Cup. Then he went on to say he met with XABI Alonso and he spoke to XABI. He also spoke to probably the only Real Madrid player he spoke to, other than Jude Bellingham, which was Dean Housen. And you know, the two of them are new signings, two good signings. And then he was asked about Danny Carvajal. And this one, to me, this is an interesting question. This, if I was there to ask him a question, I would ask him about Carvajal as well. Now listen, we know that this signing is not about Carvajal, but it is also about Carvajal because he is competition for Danny Carvajal. And if you don't know who Carvajal is, which if you're a Real Madrid fan, you should know he is a legend. I would argue greatest Spanish right back in football history. And the thing is, when he is in his prime, when he plays good, no one is gonna touch him. Not Trent. Not even the best version of Trent. And therefore, I think him joining Real Madrid could be a risky thing, because if Carvajal comes back, if Carvajal starts to perform, then I think Trent is gonna sit on the bench. Either sit on the bench or he's gonna switch his position. But he should be happy that he's getting an ACL Carvajal, in which Carvajal came from a big injury, ACL injury. And he's obviously not gonna be as good as he used to be. But let's just say he comes back, he starts to play good again. I think Trent is gonna sit on that bench. And then after that, Trent was asked about his position. Where would he want to play for Real Madrid? And he said he would play any position. This, I think, is the most important thing that he said. This is huge, because that means that maybe he's not gonna play right back. Listen, we know he's gonna play right back, but this just opens the door. This means he can either play central midfield, central defensive midfield, attacking midfield. This opens the door. So if he's not good at the right back, then he will play in the central midfield. And we know he's good in the central midfield. He's not good in CDM. Definitely not good there. I watched him for England in the Euros. He played as a CDM. I'm telling you, that was one of the worst performances that you'll ever see from a CDM. He was poor, and that is why he was always on the bench for England. And then Trent was asked about why is his name Trent. And I know that might sound funny, but what they're alluding to is the fact that he changed the back of his shirt to just Trent, and the Alexander-Arnold thing is gone. And he went on to say, it's to make it simple. To make it simple and to make sure everybody knows what to call him. Because we can call him many things. We can say Alexander, we can say Arnold, we can say Trent, we can say his full name. But he believes Trent is the best thing to call him. They asked him if he's gonna take set pieces. He also said he's going to take set pieces. They asked him about Kylian Mbappe and Vinny, and he said he's gonna give them assists. So this is some good things to hear from Trent. And then he went on to go put on the shirt, and to no one's surprise, he did not kiss the badge. He didn't kiss the badge, and I respect it, to be honest. He could have kissed the badge and been the biggest snake to Liverpool, but he didn't. It shows that Liverpool is still the club of his life, and maybe the Liverpool fans will forgive him. Maybe, we don't know, but for him not to kiss the badge, I think is huge, and overall I think it was the best decision. So he's in the new kit, looks good, the new kit looks good, and overall I'm excited to see what this guy's gonna do in a Real Madrid shirt. But the one thing we have to still speak about is, where will he play? How does he fit into the team? Because we know he's not good in defense, we know he's excellent in attack. How do you get the best out of such a player? I think he will start out in the right back position, but I think over time people's gonna say, maybe this doesn't work for him, and I think XABI will move him into the central midfield. Because remember, Real Madrid need a creative midfielder. Luka Modric, he's gonna play the Club World Cup, then he's gonna go to AC Milan. I think Trent can be that Modric replacement. You never truly know. And you know what, I saw this one tweet which I'm gonna mention, in which this person said, the reason why Trent took the number 12 is because he's half the player of Reece James. So I thought that was funny, we're just gonna put that there. We've seen Eden Hazard, one of the biggest examples, but I'm not gonna compare Trent and Hazard. Hazard, you know, he wasn't really a hard worker. If we're being honest, he even said in future interviews that he would eat burgers and he didn't like to train and all of these things, which that is his choice. But at the end of the day, it was a waste of money. Now listen, Trent is not a waste of money. Matter of fact, there was no fee. The 10 million is the only thing, but that is cheap. And I don't think Trent is that type of player. I think he is a hard worker. I think he would try his best to adapt. And overall, I'm excited for his signing. But what are your thoughts? Please tell me there in the comment section. If you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace.